Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're really happy you're here with us today.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Whether you're listening while walking, studying, or relaxing, we're glad you're spending this time with us.
Absolutely. And today we have a very important and powerful topic to talk about: the power of consistency.
That's right. Consistency is one of those simple ideas that can completely change your life, especially when you're learning English.
Many learners ask us, why am I not improving? Or why do I feel stuck? And very often, the answer is not about talent or intelligence, it's about consistency.
Exactly. You don't need to study English for 5 hours in one day and then stop for a week.
What really works is doing a little bit every day, even just 10 or 15 minutes.
And that's what today's episode is about. We'll talk about what consistency really means, why it's so powerful, and how you can use it to improve your English and other areas of your life.
We'll also share simple examples, practical tips, and small habits that you can start using today.
So if you've ever felt unmotivated, lazy, or disappointed because you're not making fast progress,
this episode is especially for you.
all right, let's get started and explore the true power of consistency.
Let's do it.
So, Julia, let's start with a simple question. What does consistency actually mean?
Good question. In simple words, consistency means doing the same positive action again and again, regularly, even when you don't feel like it.
Yes, it's not about doing something big once. It's about doing something small many times.
For example, if you study English for 10 minutes every day, that's consistency.
But if you study for 3 hours one day and then stop for 2 weeks, that's not consistency.
Exactly. Consistency is about showing up every day or almost every day, even with a small effort.
And this is very important for learning English because language learning is not fast. It's slow, gradual, and step by step.
Your brain needs time and repetition to remember new words, sounds, and sentence patterns.
So consistency is like watering a plant a little every day.
Yes, if you water a plant once a month with a lot of water, it will not grow well.
But if you give it a small amount of water every day, it grows naturally.
Learning English works the same way.
Consistency also helps you build habits.
And once something becomes a habit, you don't need a lot of motivation anymore. It becomes automatic.
So consistency is not about being perfect.
It's about being regular.
Small steps, done daily, create big results over time.
And that's the simple power of consistency.
Now that we understand what consistency is, let's talk about something interesting. Why is consistency often more powerful than talent?
Yes, because many people think success comes from talent. They say, oh, she's naturally good at English, or he's just smart.
But in reality, talent without practice doesn't go very far.
Exactly. Someone with average ability who practices every day will usually become better than someone talented who rarely practices.
Consistency turns average effort into excellent results.
Think about sports, music, or even speaking English.
A person who practices pronunciation for 10 minutes every day will improve more than someone who practices only once a week.
And the funny thing is, we don't see the progress every day.
Yes, progress is invisible in the beginning.
But after a few weeks or months, suddenly you can understand more, speak more, and feel more confident.
And then people say, "Wow, you're so talented."
But they don't see the daily effort behind that improvement.
So consistency is like compound interest in a bank.
Small daily deposits become a big amount over time.
Talent can help you start,
But consistency helps you continue, and continuing is what creates success.
That's why consistency beats talent in the long run.
Because consistency never depends on mood, luck, or special ability.
It depends only on simple daily action.
And everyone can do that.
So now let's talk about confidence. Many English learners say, I know some English, but I'm not confident to speak.
Yes, and confidence is not something you suddenly get. It grows slowly through consistent action.
When you speak English a little every day, your brain becomes familiar with the sounds and the words.
And when something feels familiar, it feels safer.
Exactly. Fear usually comes from the unknown.
But when you repeat something again and again, it stops feeling scary.
So if you speak English for 5 minutes today, and 5 minutes tomorrow, and 5 minutes the next day,
your mouth becomes more relaxed, and your brain becomes faster.
and you start thinking less and speaking more.
That's when confidence begins to grow naturally.
Also, consistency creates small wins.
You understand a new word. You make a correct sentence. You have a short conversation.
These small wins tell your brain, I can do this.
And that message is the foundation of confidence.
So confidence is not built by waiting.
It's built by doing a little every day.
Consistency creates experience.
And experience creates confidence.
Now, let's talk a little about the science behind consistency. But don't worry, we'll keep it simple.
Yes, no big scientific words today.
Our brain is designed to learn through repetition.
When you repeat something many times, your brain creates stronger connections between neurons.
You can think of it like a path in a forest.
The first time you walk on the path, it's weak and unclear.
But the more you walk on it, the clearer and stronger it becomes.
That's exactly how your brain learns language.
When you hear a word once, your brain notices it.
When you hear it again and again, your brain remembers it.
And when you use it again and again, your brain owns it.
This is called muscle memory for the brain.
Your brain becomes faster and more automatic.
So you don't need to translate in your head anymore.
That's why daily exposure is more powerful than long, rare study sessions.
Short and frequent learning fits naturally with how the brain works.
Consistency is basically working with your brain, not against it.
And that's why it feels slow at first, but powerful in the long run.
Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make when they try to be consistent.
Yes, because many people think they are being consistent, but actually they are not.
The first mistake is trying to be perfect.
People say, if I can't study for 1 hour, I won't study at all.
That's a big problem.
Because consistency is about showing up, not about being perfect.
Even 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes.
The second mistake is stopping after missing 1 day.
Yes, people miss 1 day and think, oh no, I failed. And then they stop completely.
But missing 1 day is normal. Life happens.
Consistency is not about never failing.
It's about always coming back.
The third mistake is setting goals that are too big.
Like saying, I will learn 100 new words every day.
That sounds good, but it's very hard to maintain.
And when it feels too hard, people quit.
Small goals feel easy, and easy goals feel repeatable.
And repeatable goals are what create consistency.
So the biggest mistake is thinking consistency must be difficult.
But real consistency feels simple.
Simple, regular, and forgiving.
That's how consistency really works.
Now let's talk about the most important question. How can you actually build consistency in your English learning?
Yes, because understanding consistency is good, but practicing it is what really matters.
The first step is to choose a very small daily goal.
For example, I will learn 5 new words, or I will speak English for 5 minutes.
Small goals feel easy, and easy goals are easier to repeat.
The second step is to attach English to something you already do every day.
like listening to English while drinking your morning tea.
Or reading one short English paragraph before you go to bed.
This turns English into a habit, not a task.
The third step is to track your progress.
You can use a notebook, a calendar, or even your phone.
Just mark an X for every day you practice.
Seeing your progress motivates you to continue.
The fourth step is to make learning enjoyable.
Choose topics you like: movies, sports, stories, or podcasts.
If learning feels boring, consistency becomes hard.
And finally, be kind to yourself.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to continue.
Small steps every day.
That's how consistency is built.
Let's make this topic even more real by sharing some examples of consistency in action.
Yes, I love stories because they show that consistency really works.
Here's one example. A friend of mine wanted to speak English fluently.
But at first, he could only speak a few words.
Exactly. Instead of trying to speak perfectly, he decided to practice just 10 minutes every day.
And after a few months, those 10 minutes a day turned into 30 minutes, then an hour, and now he speaks confidently.
Small daily effort added up over time. That's consistency at work.
Here's another example. I wanted to improve my handwriting.
Really?
Yes, I wrote one sentence every day. It didn't feel like
And then?
After a few weeks, my handwriting improved noticeably, just from a little practice every day.
See, the lesson is clear. Small actions, repeated consistently, create big results.
Consistency is like planting seeds. You water them a little every day and eventually you grow a tree.
Exactly. And that tree is your progress, your confidence, your skills, your success. Now, Julia, one of the biggest challenges people face is staying consistent when they feel lazy or too busy.
Yes, Jason, life gets hectic and some days you just don't feel like doing anything.
The first tip is to accept that it's normal to feel lazy sometimes.
Exactly. Don't fight your feelings, just adjust your practice. Even a tiny effort counts.
For example, if you plan to study English for 30 minutes and you feel too tired,
Just do 5 or 10 minutes instead. It's better than doing nothing.
Second, link your English practice to your daily routine.
Like listening to English while cooking, walking, or commuting.
Even if it's just for 2 to 5 minutes, it keeps the habit alive.
Third, use the don't break the chain method.
Yes, mark an X on your calendar every day you practice.
You'll feel motivated to keep the chain going, even when you're busy.
Fourth, remind yourself of your goal. Why are you learning English in the first place?
Thinking about the end result gives you energy to continue.
And finally, celebrate small wins.
Even small progress, a new word, a correct sentence deserves a little recognition.
These small wins keep you motivated and consistent over time.
So, even on lazy or busy days, consistency is about showing up, not about doing everything perfectly.
Julia, I want to talk about something many learners misunderstand: consistency versus intensity.
Yes, many people think that studying English for hours once a week is better than short daily practice.
But that's not true. Intensity alone doesn't create long-term results.
Exactly. You might learn a lot in one intense session, but if you don't practice again, you forget it quickly.
Consistency, on the other hand, is about small, repeated actions every day.
Even 10 to 15 minutes daily is more effective than 3 hours once a week.
It's like watering a plant. You don't pour a whole bucket once and hope it grows.
You water a little every day, and the plant grows strong and healthy.
Daily practice builds habits, strengthens memory, and creates real progress.
So, when it comes to learning English, think small and steady, not big and rare.
Remember, it's better to be consistent than intense.
Small steps done every day will take you farther than occasional huge efforts.
All right, Julia, let's quickly recap what we learned today about the power of consistency.
Yes. First, we understood what consistency really means: small daily actions repeated over time.
Then we learned why consistency is more powerful than talent, because daily effort beats occasional brilliance.
We also saw how consistency builds confidence in English. Speaking a little every day reduces fear and makes your brain faster.
And don't forget, we talked about common mistakes, like aiming for perfection, stopping after one missed day, or setting goals that are too big.
Plus, we shared practical ways to build consistency: small goals, routines, tracking progress, making learning fun, and being kind to yourself.
We also gave real-life examples showing how small daily efforts lead to big results over time.
And finally, we talked about staying consistent even when you feel lazy or busy, and why small daily practice is more effective than occasional intense study.
So here's your challenge, listeners. Pick one small English habit and do it every day for the next week.
Even if it's just 5 minutes, commit to it and watch your confidence and skills grow.
Consistency is a superpower. Start small, start today, and never give up.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
Yes, let's help more people discover the power of consistency in learning English.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and see the results.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.